We're here with Jacob Hampson. He is a huge part and carries a lot of knowledge on Vancouver and Black history. So I wanted you to just kind of talk to me. We've been talking a lot over the last 2 weeks.
Yes, that's
and especially the last 2 days.
Yes, it's true.
And you've destroyed my mind with knowledge. And so I'm recording this in order to put it into concept so that I can best deliver it to the masses. Because I believe just from hearing what we've talked about in 2 days briefly, there's so much knowledge that needs to come out. And so I guess maybe we could start talking about you.
Well, where do you want to start?
From the beginning.
Well, the beginning, I guess it starts with my parents.
Okay.
Okay. Both my parents are of African descent and also First Nations descent, with all the mixtures that is prevalent at the time. So that was, my mother's from a place called, she was born in a place called Cohentown. Cohentown.
Where's Cohentown?
Cohentown is located on Cherokee Nation's land.
Okay, is that, so that's in Arizona or Utah or something like that?
This is actually the original place where the Cherokee Nation were basically created. Okay?
Okay.
So this is where the clay is red. The red soil is red. Clay is, in this Cherokee Nation is called Etowa. That's the ancestral name, is Etowa.
Okay.
Okay, so it means place of eagles.
Ah, okay.
It means place of eagles.
So this place of eagles, is this in Canada or is it in the United States?
This is it's on the north, it's on the east coast, southeast coast of North America. But it's all the Caribbean islands, all that area is all linked together because of the bloodlines. So all the First Nations lived, all the islands stretching from Barbados right up to, Vancouver Island.
Okay, all right. All right, and I guess a lot of people don't know that the people from the Caribbean were actually called West Indians.
Well, they were called West Indians, but they were not West Indians, they were Arawak.
Okay.
They were Arawak people in the Carib nations, the people, because that's the root of the people there. So when Columbus came, he cohabitated with the First Nations people there, which were the Arawak Nation. They're like first cousin, half brothers to the people here, Coast Salish people.
Okay.
So all the people between here and there are related. Hopi, all the people down in North and South America, all blood.
Okay.
Okay. At the time when they all spoke a common language, there's pyramids, next to the Mississippi.
Is there?
There's pyramids, mound builders. The people when they call them mound builders.
Okay.
Pyramid builders.
Yes.
They lived on east of the Mississippi and also in Mexico, the Aztecs.
Yes. Yes.
They were pyramid builders. Okay.
Okay.
So you see the pyramid builders. So that's other places the pyramid builders too are in Egypt. And a few other countries, they have different temples like pyramids, right?
Yes, yes.
You've probably seen those archived around the world in pictures. There's the pyramids here, pyramids there, all these different ancient sites are connected.
And so your mother was born?
She was born in a place called Cohentown.
Okay.
Okay, and the people there were, their ancestors were ancient people. Okay, and there's a connection between the people that are called the Cherokee people because they call themselves the principal people or the real people. Okay, when they change, when you translate in their own, the name for themselves, right?
Yes.
They were called the principal people, right? So if you look at some of the history involving the Cherokee Nation, some of the stories go back where they actually come from the east.
Okay.
And they end up there.
Okay.
And they had their own belief system already
established.
Yeah, totally established.
All right.
So, and it coincided with the belief system here. It fit right in with the ancestors' relations here. They had the same worship of the Great Spirit, right? One Great Spirit, right?
Yes, yes.
And so they had, you know, all the different principles that were given, you know, that were given to the people. Okay? And there were 4 tablets that were given, you know, to 4 different brothers.
Really? Tell me a little bit about that.
And these 4 brothers, okay, 3 of the brothers stayed, and another brother, one of the brothers went toward the east, and he was going to have to return back with those tablets.
Okay.
Okay. So that was the whole kind of like family relations of how those 4 brothers were connected, because they had one father,
okay,
grandfather. You know, sometimes we call them the 4 grandfathers. They're for the whole human race. Okay.
They're for the whole human race.
The whole human race. These four grandfathers, great grandfathers. They're representing all of humanity, all humans.
Okay.
Because from
all races.
From them, all humans evolved.
Okay.
So they've all given the same knowledge, the same principles. The Creator gave them all the same message. Okay, He gave them all the same message, and the same message was, you know, printed on those tablets.
Okay. All right. So
something like the 10 Commandments.
Yes.
Something like that kind of situation. So Moses would be, you know, it's the same kind of, you know, just like a tablet, but that's kind of like in the Hebrew tradition.
So in this tradition, we're kind of talking about black people, and I noticed that you're talking about black people.
But see, I'm talking about black people all the time, but I'm just using different names that were in history books. Okay, in the history books, these people were people of color. They were people that were, you know, they call them redskins. They're from the clay, red clay. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everyone comes from red clay.
Okay.
Everybody comes from red clay. Regardless of what their complexion of skin, it comes from red clay. The reds are red clay. They go in an environment where that they have to, you know, develop more melanin to get darker and darker and darker.
Okay.
Because it's justice to the melanin, justice to the darkness of the climate. They can tolerate whatever the climate is. They'll be able to deal with the climate.
Okay.
The skin will incorporate and match with the climate.
Yes.
If they go up to a place where the sun, UV rays were less, the skin would lighten up. But the melanin would still be there.